Welcome back to our summer Bible study on the book of Philippians. So as we've gone through this letter, one of the things that we've seen is Paul kind of moving us towards this point that we're going to today. This and these next 2 days are the center, the heart of the letter. And they are a part of, a confession or a hymn. I've used this as a confession of faith in replacement of like the Apostles' Creed or something like that. This is probably one of the earliest confessions of faith that we have in the church. And it's used to illustrate, well, what is it that we are to live like? So Paul has, just before this, told them not to look for their own interests, to share one mind. And then he is ready to make this transition, this pivot right here. So we're going to pick up at verse 5. Paul writes, "Let the same mind be in you that was in Christ Jesus, who though he was in the form of God, did not regard equality with God as something to be exploited, but emptied himself, taking the form of a slave. Being born in human likeness and being found in human form, he humbled himself and became obedient to the point of death, even death on a cross." So this is the first half of what's often called the Christ hymn. It's poetic, but it's also probably something that the community would have known and that Paul is referencing. And whether Paul wrote it or somebody else, Paul is using it here to illustrate this is what we're to be like. This is who our God is. This is who Christ is. And this is who we as Christ followers, Christians, are called to be. So if we're going to share the mind of Christ, what does that mean? It means being willing to let go. Let the same mind be in you that was in Christ Jesus, who though he was in the form of God, did not regard equality with God as something to be exploited, but instead emptied himself. It's that emptying, that letting go of not sitting there and holding on to a position of power, of being over, but coming down to be with. Those who have been with me at Rejoice have heard me use this kind of message over and over again, but this arrow pointing down, which reminds us that God comes down to be among us, that Christ comes down to be among us, and that also means letting go of that gap and that distance between us. Becomes obedient, enters human form, and having human likeness, humbles himself and is obedient to the point of death, even death on the cross, to where it's not only just coming down to our level, but coming down to the lowest part of our level, encountering death and a disgraceful death. So a cross in the ancient world was how you got rid of people who did not have status. It was a way of making an example of somebody. It was considered a dishonorable death. And so here is the one who holds all honor, holds all glory, who empties himself and takes up that space of dishonor. Christ, as he tells his disciples, comes to serve, not to be served. This is who we follow, and this is the lifestyle and the mind that we're called to enter into. And so, again, this rubs against a lot of things in our culture that says, let it be about you. Where we're called, if we're going to follow Christ, to learn how to say, how do I empty myself? How do I make it not about me? Now, this is the first half. Now, the second half takes us back up. So we'll get to that tomorrow. So I'll see you tomorrow as we continue our journey through Philippians.